NFL season, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Great move by Montgomery. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go, set. 19 Charger, 19 Charger.
Now a run. Here's the rookie from Penn State. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Cougar 19.
Now Ward. He completes it to Tate. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down.
It's now second down 6. The 47-yard line.
Throwing is Ward. That's to the tight end, Helm. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Alex Singleton, a former Canadian League star, in on the stop. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is second and 6.
Ready.
Play action now. Ward. He's got this complete to Robinson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line.
Here we go.
Ward now working out of the gun. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Wan'Dale Robinson from 13 yards out. And the Titans are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Looking to put a drive together.
Hold on, son. Hey, Sean, let's go. Ready.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 38 now, here's second and 6. They'll go again with Dobbins. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Almost set. Ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Almost set. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 30. Nice 3rd down conversion at even 20 yards.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the first down.
Almost set.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. Breaks the tackle, now Allen. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and get a little run-pass option.
They're right down here looking for 6. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Touchdown! Cortland Sutton from 6 yards away. And the Broncos respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the... At their own 28-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1.
I think we can make this one pretty simple. That was a rookie mistake made by the rookie quarterback, trying to force a pass without really using proper mechanics.
Okay,
now a 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Now a handoff up the middle. Singleton. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He's going to air one out. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Titans. Chimray Dike. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football. As they've got it as we resume action.
Joey Sly to kick off for Tennessee.
Sly set to boot it. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pickup.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Bombers, bombers, bombers. Hold on, set. Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay.
To throw is Nix. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th.
Formation for the Broncos.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And credit the tackle to Brandon Jones.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Cut 19. Cut 19.
Play fake. Here's Ward. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there and still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
The Titans' 18-yard line.
Oh, I said.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And the Broncos, 1st down.
Here's Nix. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. J.K. Dobbins, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. What's good on the extra point? And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it first and 10. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down.
7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 43-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Ward. He finds Robinson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. On first down, Singleton. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Behind the chain, second and 12.
Come on. Hey.
They'll keep it on the ground. Singleton. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's how you get right up off of the map, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very nice run.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
At the Broncos' 5-yard line.
Fix the eagle.
To throw is Ward. Got a man, it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Gunnar Helm with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. Down to the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Lutz with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
Okay, ready.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. He keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Nix to the air. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. Yeah. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lot 3 from where they started. So you know the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
See if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want
to the right side and intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Ward. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call. To get back out on the field, there's been a fumble, so an interception type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
That's taken in by Franklin. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Throwing Nix. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They'll swing this out to Harvey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Handoff, Coleman, right side. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
At the 49-yard line.
Off the bootleg, here's Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, nice move. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Oh, what's that? Captain. Ready. Ready.
A handoff Coleman between the tackles. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Oh, what's that?
At the 5-yard line.
Now it's Nix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly.
They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Well, some complimentary football there. One side, your defense forces the fumble, and then they drive it down the field. Now, obviously, Charles, they wanted the touchdown, but at least they were able to drive it down and get free out of that.
Yeah, now we'll have to see how the other sideline responds because they had plenty of time during that field goal to think about that fumble and how they were going to react. What are they going to do when they get the ball back and try and make things a little bit better for their team?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Thrown out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Titans strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And we'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Ready.
To throw, here's Nix. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, and that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Working out of the gun here, Ward. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Ward. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Titans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
And everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Nick's going to give to Harvey. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the 3rd quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Nix. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harvey. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 37.
That's good for a Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw. Nix. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Out of the gun, a run with Harvey. He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Open man right side is Ingram. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
At the 10-yard line.
Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you 1st downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable on picking up 1st downs.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Amari Hooker. And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Ready?
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll keep it on the ground. Singleton. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Here we go.
To throw, here's Ward. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Jermaine Johnson in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Nick's going to keep this himself. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
That's good for Broncos.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. Nix. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 37.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Hold on a sec. Away.
They'll look to throw. He gets this into the hands of Harvey.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
He'll look to throw. Sutton wheeling it in on the left side. And Sutton will have a Broncos first down as he'll take this down to the 22-yard line. Back to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
3rd and 1. Who are you going to call? Not
have the scat back, you go with the big man, hand him the ball, and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
Now 1st and goal. On the sneak, it's Nix. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And we may very well be headed to overtime. What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
Throwing is Ward. He's got a man complete. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Bombers. Oh, I said, away, ready. Kill.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nick's going to keep this himself. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.